We are slowly getting towards the end of Winter Weather Awareness Week here in the state of Minnesota, and we're no stranger to these colder temperatures here in Rochester at the International Airport. We saw our coldest temperature of 2023 at negative 17 degrees Fahrenheit this year, and our coldest temperatures occurred really during the months of January and February here. But when you factor in the winds with the air temperature during the wintertime, we typically get something known as the wind chill. And naturally, our body creates a layer of warmth here, and our natural body temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And when you really factor these winds into the forecast here, we are, in the higher the wind speeds we get, it's going to whisk away the layer of warmth that's naturally on our body, and we're going to see our body temperature drop faster as these winds pick up. And naturally, we also have on exposed skin a thin layer of moisture on there. And once we get the wind speeds picking up and they get faster and they grow stronger, it's going to evaporate the moisture that's on our exposed skin during the wintertime months. And evaporation is actually a cooling process with the air, and it's going to leave our exposed skin cooler than it already would be with the cold temperatures. So, and even with these cold temperatures, you can see signs of hypothermia and even frostbite out there. But some of the signs of hypothermia are going to be more cognitive. They're going to be more confusion, shivering you could potentially see. And if you're outside for long enough, you can see difficulty speaking if you're in those cold temperatures. And we are going to be seeing sleepiness for one of the signs. And the last sign you can see are stiff muscles. So if you're outside in the cold for long periods of time, you'll definitely be able to see cognitive signs of impairment with these cold temperatures. And it's particularly dangerous because you might not know what's going on with the signs of hypothermia here, because your cognitive abilities might be impaired with such harsh cold conditions. And with the cold temperatures, we are going to be seeing different precipitation types throughout our atmosphere. And a little science here with this, if based on different temperature profiles in our lower atmosphere here, we could see colder air here towards the higher elevations of our temperature profiles. And in these colder layers, we could see frozen precipitation when we encounter warmer air. That frozen precipitation will melt into rain, but if we have a colder base here towards the surface at the bottom, that rain that melted from the frozen precipitation will freeze on contact on colder surfaces, creating freezing rain, which is a particularly dangerous situation for us here in southeastern Minnesota and northeast Iowa, because that's going to create slick surfaces and hard to scrape off ice on your cars too. But if we have a larger, colder layer of air towards the bottom of this temperature profile, we'll be seeing more sleet to happen. And if we have a whole entire temperature profile that's going to be all cold air, we are going to see more snow that forms for winter type precipitation. And with these different types of precipitation, you'll likely see different warnings here throughout the wintertime months. The first one could be a winter weather advisory. This is just an initial alert to let you know that there could be a possible winter storm here in the next 12 to 36 hours. But the two main ones you'll be seeing are probably winter storm watches and winter storm warnings. There's two key differences between these. The first difference is that there's going to be the potential for a winter storm to happen based on the ingredients in the atmosphere, meaning that the conditions are favorable for a winter storm to develop really in the next 24 to 72 hours here. And with a winter storm warning, that pretty much means for us that we are going to be seeing a winter storm expected in the next 12 to 36 hours here. And with these winter storm watches and warnings, you can expect 7 to 9 inches of snow, potentially with that winter storm system, depending on the strength of it. And we also could see over ½ an inch possible with ice accumulation. And the last winter storm warning you could be seeing would be a blizzard warning. We'll particularly be seeing a blizzard warning that happens 12 to 36 hours out that's issued for. We could be seeing sustained winds greater or equal to 35 miles per hour here with consistent falling snow or blowing snow, and visibility that's reduced to a quarter mile of less for more than 3 hours. So if you're going to be out here into the wintertime, you could see any one of these particular watches and warnings. And if you are going to be out, it's important to prep your car for winter here while the weather is nicer for this week. And I guarantee you should check your tire pressure, fill your gas tank to half half the tank full and have a survival kit ready for you, because if you're stranded in this situation, you want to make sure you're prepared. So you should have blankets, non-perishable food and water, warmer clothes, shovels and tools, sand and cat litter to help give you traction in case you're stuck in the snow, and a first aid kit here in case you're stuck in the snow or into horrible weather conditions. So download the KTTC First Alert Weather app so we can tell you and be the first ones to alert you in case any winter weather is on the way. So stay safe this winter and enjoy the snow.